The midwives who defied Pharaoh. The sun beat down on ancient Egypt as Shiphrah and Puah made their way through the Hebrew settlements. As midwives, they were intimately acquainted with the miracle of birth, the first cries of newborns, and the joy that flooded mothers' faces. But lately, their sacred work had become a burden of terror. Pharaoh's command had been clear and chilling: kill every Hebrew boy at birth. The growing Israelite population threatened him, and in his paranoia, he had turned to the most trusted women in the community, the midwives, to become executioners. Shiphrah looked at Puah as they approached another laboring woman's home. They had already made their decision, though speaking it aloud felt dangerous even in whispers. They feared God more than they feared Pharaoh. Inside the modest dwelling, another Hebrew mother brought a son into the world. The baby's lusty cry filled the room, and Shiphrah carefully cleaned and swaddled him before placing him in his mother's trembling arms. The woman's eyes filled with grateful tears. She knew what the midwives were risking. Day after day, week after week, Hebrew boys survived. Pharaoh's spies eventually noticed. The summons came swiftly. Standing before Pharaoh's throne, Shiphrah felt her heart hammering against her ribs. The ruler's eyes blazed with fury. "Why have you done this? Why have you let the boys live?" Puah stepped forward, her voice steady despite her fear. "The Hebrew women are not like Egyptian women, Your Majesty. They are vigorous and strong. They give birth before we even arrive." It was a lie, born of courage and conviction, a lie that saved countless lives. Pharaoh dismissed them with a wave, frustrated but apparently convinced. As they walked out of the palace, neither woman knew that their names would be preserved in sacred scripture, while Pharaoh's remained unnamed. They didn't know that thousands of years later, people would still tell their story. What they did know was this: they had chosen correctly. God honored their faithfulness, blessing them with households and prosperity. The Israelite population continued to grow, and among those baby boys they saved might have been the future liberators, leaders, and fathers of a nation. Two ordinary women, one extraordinary choice, an eternal legacy of courage.